Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So we've all heard of this stupid wage gap crap that doesn't exist, right? And we've heard about the happiness gap and all these other gaps. Well, guys, there's a rent gap, apparently. Now, a gender rent gap. Guys, and if you believe that any of these gender gaps exist,
you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
come on, man. Come on. So we all know that even if there is some type disparity, gender's not the reason why. Okay? So we're going to talk about the rent gap today, right? And why this is all some foolishness. So we're going to get into this, guys. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going. Check out the playlist linked at the end of the video, guys. And check out my second channel linked in the description. Look at this, guys. According to RentHop's annual singles index, single women in 50 major cities across the nation spend 124% more of their income on rent than their male counterparts. Clown world. Look at that. 124%. As we all know why. Guys, there's this meme. Let's see. Look at this. Single guy's apartment meme, right? We've seen this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a joke. Ha 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 ha. Look at this guy. Look at this. Ha ha ha. He only has his Xbox, a mini fridge, and a chair, and a big screen. Because this is why men don't spend a lot of money on rent. Look, this is how we live. A single guy, we don't eat out much, so we make our own coffee. Right? We don't have 18,000 pillows on our bed or all this foolishness, right? We'll live in a studio apartment. I know girls back in college and stuff where it was just them, and they'd have a 2-bedroom. Why? Why? Look at that. So we have an article here, guys. This is from the New York Post. This is from December 15, 2023. Look, single women struggle to pay rent more than single men. On the day that rent is due each month, the gender gap between male and female one person's household is enormous, new research has found. And this talks about that RentHop study. Look at that. The report now in its third year calculates the rent burden on one income renters of studio apartments. It found that as a result of making significantly less money, that women bear a much larger burden. How does that work? So because they make less money, they have to pay more money for rent? Guys, BS. Guys are more willing to commute. Guys are more willing to live in, seedy areas where the rent's cheaper, right? Come on, man. Look at this. So with housing prices skyrocketing over the past year, so many young professionals are now faced with the highest rent prices as single income earners. According to the Pew Research, and of course they talk about the wage gap, it barely narrowed, and for every dollar earned, a woman earns 82 cents. We all know that that's BS, okay? Look at that. Look at that, guys. So the gap is far more extreme in certain cities than others. At the top of the list, and the dubious first place of the largest gender rent burden gap is El Paso, Texas, where a man puts 18% of their income towards rent, but the average woman puts 35%. In Miami, look at that, 42% of the median male salary goes towards rent, 72% for women. Clown world. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go, guys. This is in England, where it's the largest gap. Look at this. The average male in England spends 28.6% of their salary on rent, while this climbs to 42.6% for the average female. This is around the world. In England, 17.9% of a man's salary goes towards rent. I'm sorry. So the gap in England, 17.9% where men spend 35% of their salary on rent, while women spend 53.4% of their salary on rent. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, it's all about location. All these girls, they want to live downtown where it's happening. I know a girl, she lives in downtown Seattle because she spends $3,900 a month in rent. $3,900. So she can live in downtown Seattle in a 1-bedroom condo and kick it with her girls. BS. Look at this. Look at that, guys. So we have another article here. Cost of living crisis. So women hits harder by rents than men. Look at that. So women have been hit hardest by the cost of living squeeze as soaring inflation grips the nation. Look at that. Flatshare says over 85% of women are spending 30% or more of their income on rent compared to 75% of men. Look at that. That the majority of renters are currently rent burdened. This means that many are already struggling to afford the necessities such as food, transport, and medical care on top of rent. Guys, this is why people would get married young. So you have a 2-parent household. You're in your 20s. You guys are your man, husband, wife, struggling. You know what I'm saying? Going to IKEA for furniture. But you had 2 incomes. And now all these chicks, they want to be strong and independent. All this foolishness, guys. And now they're like, I have to pay rent?
How dare you?
I gotta pay for food?
How dare you?
They're learning the hard way, man. They are learning the hard way. Guys, this is what they asked for. This is what they asked for, man. And guys, you know, this is an election year. Inflation's still going through the roof, man. Guys, these chicks are going to be out on the street. We're already seeing this happen. Most social programs are for girls that have kids, okay? If these 30-plus-year-old, well, straight up hit the wall chicks, no kids, they're gonna be out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Walmart's always hiring, ladies, and OF too. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we can say the world's oldest profession is waiting. WOPW, okay? That's a saying now, I'm going to say. Look at that. Of the 11,130 respondents surveyed in January, 59% said their rent was not affordable. This is in the UK, guys. I tell you guys, it's getting worse. And we're going to start seeing more and more homeless chicks. Because if you go to the West Coast, guys, Oregon, Washington State, California, you're already seeing these chicks in these tent cities. And now, in New York, all these migrants and all, you see all these 304s out there. This is what they wanted, guys. They wanted to be strong and independent, guys. And I just say point left. Guys, work your regular job, drive your used but still nice car, right, to your stable job. You know, drive past them, point, laugh, go home, crack open a beer. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.